respond to stimuli, then endocrine system. All these are
Good morning, sir.
physiologies. All these are called what? Physiological processes. Physiological processes. Okay, children? And
Okay, sir.
in this chapter, which physiological processes we have to study? That is reproduction. And what is reproduction? Reproduction is itself, this term defines, the term itself defines, that is reproduction means production, re producing the new individual from an existing individual. This is called reproduction. Then we have seen that reproduction is of two types: sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. There we have seen sexual reproduction involves two individuals of opposite sex, that is male and female, that is it is biparental. On the other hand, asexual reproduction involves only one parent, it is uniparental. And in sexual reproduction there is fusion of male gamete with the female gamete. In case of humans, male gamete is sperm and female gamete is egg or ovum. Okay, but in asexual reproduction there is no involvement of fusion of gametes. Okay, then in sexual reproduction, the organisms that are produced, they show variations. They show variations in their characters. They are not identical. They are not exactly similar to either of their parents. They have a combination of characters which are shown by both of their parents. Because 50% characters come from maternal side, and the rest 50% characters come from the paternal side, that is father. Okay, but in asexual reproduction, the organisms, those which are produced by asexual reproduction, they show all the characters of the parent. That is, the organism which is produced asexually, it shows exact copy of the parent. It is the exact carbon copy of the parent. It does not show any variation. It does not show any variation in the characters. Okay, children? Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sexual reproduction in humans. Sexual reproduction in humans. Humans, they are sexually reproducing organisms. So different sexes are there in the two individuals. Male, they have male reproductive system, and female, they have female reproductive system. Male reproductive system includes a pair of testes, a pair of sperm ducts, and penis. Okay, and in female reproductive system, it includes a pair of ovaries. Chinmay, what do you want to ask? Chinmay?
No, sir.
Chinmay, what do you want to ask?
No, sir, nothing.
Then please don't interrupt in between, okay? So in asexual reproduction, there is no formation of gametes. Okay, children? What I was telling about more. Okay. Sorry. Female reproductive system includes a pair of ovaries, then oviduct,
And uterus.
Karishma, please don't speak in between. If you want to ask anything, you just raise your hand, then I will be telling you. Okay. Fallopian tube. Tejas Chaudhary has raised a question that what is the meaning of fallopian tube? It is a tube that transports the female ovum, and there is fusion of male gamete sperm with the female gamete ovum in the fallopian tube, and then through the fallopian tube, the zygote, which is formed after fertilization, it is implanted in the uterus. Tejas Chaudhary, you got your answer? Tejas
Yes,
Chaudhary.
sir.
Then we have discussed the functions of the organs of male reproductive system and female reproductive system. Let us repeat once again. A pair of testes, they are located in the outside the abdominal cavity. They are located outside the abdominal cavity. This is due to the fact that testes produces sperms. And for maturation of sperms, a temperature lower than the abdominal cavity is required. Okay, so they are in the outside the abdominal cavity in a scrotal sac. Okay, they are enclosed in a scrotal sac. You might have seen the figure also, children. Okay, have you seen that figure or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they are enclosed in the scrotal sac. Okay, this is the scrotal sac. इसको बोलते हैं इधर testes. Okay, then sperm ducts, which are also known as vas deferens. Sperm ducts, which are also known as vas deferens, they carry the sperms from the testes to the penis. Okay, children. And let us discuss the functions of organs of female reproductive system. Female reproduction includes a pair of ovaries. These ovaries release one mature egg every month. Okay. One mature egg, that is female gamete. Female gamete is also known as ovum. Ovum is a singular term and ova is for plural term. Okay, so right ovary releases in the first month and next month left ovary releases the mature egg. Okay, then oviduct. Oviduct is the place where male gamete reaches to fertilize the female gamete to form the zygote. Do you have any problem?
No, sir.
Is the voice clear?
Sir,
Yes,
but
sir.
sometimes
Yes,
it is
sir.
breaking.
There may be network problem at your end. Please rectify. Here there is no as such problem. Okay. Then uterus. Uterus is the third part where after the fertilization, the fertilized egg, which is also called zygote, which is the first living cell of any body. First living cell of any body is zygote. It is implanted in the uterus. It is implanted in the uterus for further development. Okay. Then we have seen how development of embryo takes place. Once the fertilization takes place, let me tell you what is fertilization. Fertilization is the fusion of male gamete with the female gamete to form a diploid cell called zygote. Zygote is the first living cell. Once it is formed, it is implanted in the uterus for further development. When zygote divides repeatedly, it forms multiple number of cells. It turns into a ball of cells, and further development, embryo, when it gets nutrition, it develops organs. It develops parts and organs, and the stage where all the parts of the body are identifiable. That stage of embryo is called. Can anybody tell me what is that stage called?
So what?
The stage of embryo, the stage of embryo at which all the body parts are identified.
Sir, fetus.
Fetus, very good, fetus. Okay, and fetus for further development after a period of gestation period. Gestation period, all of you know what is gestation period? Yes, Komal, tell me what is gestation period? Komal, what is gestation period? Okay, Chinmay, you tell what is gestation period? Chinmay, Nirvan, tell me what is gestation period?
In this period between the implantation of fertilized egg and childbirth is called gestation period.
Very good. What is the gestation period in human beings?
9 months.
9 months. Very good. Okay. And the process of childbirth is also known as, Chinmay, can you tell me this? The process of childbirth is also known as? The process of childbirth is also known as?
Sir, me?
Yes, Subham, tell me.
Sir, parturition.
Parturition. Very good. Well done. Well done. Okay. So this we have seen up to development of embryo. Now let us see what is internal fertilization and external fertilization. Internal fertilization is the fusion of male gamete and female gamete inside the female body, inside the female body. For example, in humans, we have seen. Okay, but there are certain animals where fertilization does not take place inside the female body. It takes place outside. Normally, it takes place in aquatic organisms like fishes and frogs. Female of frog, they lay hundreds of eggs in water and they float, and there is a covering of jelly, and when sperms they fuse, they form what? Fertilized egg, that is zygote, and the development takes place outside the female body. This is called external fertilization. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, yes, sir.
Then we had also seen that how is the sex of baby determined in human beings. This we have seen or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There are 46 number of chromosomes in a human body. The sex cells are haploid. Sex cells have 23 number of chromosomes, 22 autosomes, and in male it is X or Y. There are two types of gametes, X or Y, and in females 22 autosomes plus X only. Okay. So when X of male fuses with the X of female, then the resulting baby will be.
Sir, what?
X fuses with X.
Sir,
A girl, female child.
Female child.
That is Y of male fuses with X of female, then
Male child.
A
male
boy.
child. So all have understood now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Then we have discussed that the shape and the structure of male gamete, that is sperm, and human egg, that is ovum. Human egg is spherical shape. Okay, it is non-motile. It does not move because it does not have any tail. On the other hand, male gamete, that is sperm, it has three parts. Head, middle piece, and tail. And it is motile because of the presence of tail. It is motile. This all of you have drawn in your notebook also.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then we also discussed that there are certain organisms which give birth to young ones. They are called viviparous animals. For example, human beings, dogs, cats, buffalo, etc. They give birth to their young ones. On the other hand, there are certain animals which do not give birth to their young ones. On the other hand, they lay eggs. For example, birds, reptiles, turtles, etc. These all are known as oviparous animals. Okay, children?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
There is an important phenomenon that we have also studied in class 7th also, life cycle of silk moth. Silk moth, initially it is egg, then it turns into larva, then it is pupa, then adult. Okay, these are the different stages of life cycle of a silk moth. So, but when we compare the structure of an egg with larva or pupa or adult, it is drastically changed. It is drastically changed from egg to adult. Okay, so this drastic change of egg or larva into adult is known as what?
Metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis. And
Metamorphosis.
it is commonly found in organisms like butterfly, mosquito, cockroaches, tadpole larva, etc. Fishes, you know? So, and we have also discussed yesterday the characteristic differences between tadpole larva and adult frog that we are going to discuss. Okay, and I have told you that for metamorphosis to take place, which hormone is required? Which hormone is required, children? Yes.
Sir, leukocyte.
Thyroxine.
So thyroxine hormone.
And for proper function of thyroxine, which mineral is required? Which mineral element is required?
Iodine. Sir.
Iodine.
So yesterday I gave you an example. If we have a beaker, two beakers in which in one beaker.
Sir,
Yes, Algia.
sir, your voice is breaking.
Yes, sir.
Try to listen, beta. It is not here. There is no problem at all. There may be
So
problem.
when you go back, it is again programming, and then you come to the computer. It is
Okay, now
coming.
Now is the voice clear?
Yes, sir. Now it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now. So yesterday we had discussed that if we have two beakers and in them we have placed tadpoles, in one beaker there is iodine and the other there is no iodine. So in which water, in which beaker the tadpoles will be converted into adult frog?
Iodine beaker.
Iodine beaker.
And in the other in which there is no iodine, tadpoles will remain tadpole, but their size will increase. Okay, so it is proved that for metamorphosis to take place, iodine is required. Okay, children.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
This thing all of you have noted in your notebook or not? Have you noted?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Now today we are going to discuss the differences between tadpole larva and adult frog. Okay. Differences between tadpole larva and adult frog. Adult frog. Okay. See, tadpole larva. Tadpole larva. And this is adult frog. What structure difference do we have? What structure difference do we observe in tadpole larva and adult frog? The very important characteristic difference between tadpole larva and frog is, can you tell me? Yes, Aishwarya Butolia, tell me. Only Shubham and Karishma, they are ready to answer any question, no one else. Why is it so? Yes, Khushali, you tell. Khushali. Khushali,
Yes,
bolo
sir.
beta. Bolo.
Sir, what?
What difference do you observe in tadpole and adult frog? Tadpole larva में और adult frog में क्या difference देखते हो आप?
Tadpole has tail.
Very good. It has tail. It has tail. It does not have tail. It does not have tail.
Tadpole have gills,
Very good. Very good.
and adult frogs have not gills.
Very good. It respires.
It respires from moist skin and lungs.
It respires. Yes, very good. 1 minute. You just don't. It does not have gills. It respires through. It respires through. It respires through moist skin and lungs. Okay, children? And what is you see? Can you tell me? Tadpole larva is aquatic. Tadpole larva is aquatic. And what do you say about adult frog? Adult frog is aquatic or terrestrial or something else?
Both.
So adult frog is an amphibian, while tadpole larva is aquatic. Please answer. It is aquatic. It is aquatic and it is amphibian. It is an amphibian. So amphibians are both require both land and water for their survival. Understand? Please
Sir,
note down the difference.
tadpoles are herbivorous.
Okay, that is different thing. That is different thing. Structural differences.
sir. Please side.
Please note down the differences. Please note down the differences. Noted, children?
No, sir.
Okay, please note down.
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Noted.
Then after
Yes, sir.
this, we will see the modes of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction we have already studied. What is asexual reproduction? The formation of new individuals by vegetative parts other than sex organs or sex cells is called asexual reproduction, and we will discuss two important modes of asexual reproduction. They are budding and fission. Budding and fission. Okay, children? Shall I number two now?
No, sir. No, sir.
Children, shall I number two?
Yes, sir.
Sir, side.
Yes, sir.
Asexual reproduction. Such type of reproduction. Such type of reproduction. Which does not involve involve sex organs is called asexual reproduction. We have already discussed the differences between sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction in our previous classes. We have discussed or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's called asexual reproduction. Please note down. New individuals are born. New individuals are produced. New individuals are produced. New individuals are produced through vegetative organs of the body. Vegetative organs होते हैं. Organs other than sex organs are called what? Vegetative organs. क्या कहते हैं उनको बेटा?
Vegetative organ.
Vegetative.
Vegetative organs या somatic organs भी बोलते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? Somatic organs. New individuals are produced through vegetative organs somatic. Now, the modes of asexual reproduction. We are going to discuss two modes of asexual reproduction, that is budding and fission. Budding and fission. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, Shubham.
sir, fragmentation also come under the asexual reproduction.
Yeah, fragmentation is also one such asexual reproduction. Fragmentation, fission, budding, and spore formation. All these are methods of asexual reproduction. Okay, Shubham.
Okay, sir.
Can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Shall I have the board? Children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Modes of asexual reproduction. Modes of asexual reproduction. Modes of asexual reproduction. अब इसमें पहला आपको पढ़ेंगे फर्स्ट बॉडी. Body. There is an organism called Hydra and yeast also. See, suppose this is an Hydra. Suppose this is an Hydra. Okay, and this is a hydra. इसको बोलते हैं क्या बोलते हैं hydra. These are called tentacles. इनको क्या बोलते हैं tentacles. Tentacles are used for locomotion. Okay children, tentacles किस पर्पस के लिए यूज करते हैं हम लोग?
Locomotion.
Locomotion.
Movement from one place to the other. Okay. अब क्या है? Suppose there is a precision. There is a certain outgrowth. This is called an outgrowth or bunch. Outgrowth or bunch. ठीक है? And after a certain time, what happens? This grows in size. This grows in size. This bunch grows in size. In size. Okay. And after some time, what happens? This detaches itself from the parent body, and this bud, this is called a bud. इसको bud भी बोलते outgrowth, and this gets detached from body, gets detached from the parent body, gets detached from parent body, and develops into a new individual. Develops into a new individual. Develops into a new individual. ठीक है ना? इसको क्या बोलेंगे? What this will be called as? This process is called as what?
Budding.
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 Sir, this voice is cutting.
You understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Understood.
sir.
There is another organism which also reproduces through bud, that is yeast. उसका भी मैं बताऊंगा आपको. पहले ये ड्रॉ कर लो, ये ड्रॉ कर लो, और first of all you draw, then you will write down. Draw it. Draw it.
Completed, sir.
Okay. चलेगा
Drawn.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
इस ऑर्गेनिज्म का नाम क्या था?
Hydra.
Hydra.
Okay. yeast भी ऐसे ही मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं. सपोज ये yeast है, yeast ऐसे है, ये चेन बना देते हैं, बना के जाते हैं. These are birds. These are not birds. ठीक है ना? Okay children. So these give rise.
Okay, sir.
These give rise to chain के वर्ड खत्म हो जाएगा, detachment हो जाएगा, and then it will continue to grow into new chain बना. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Understood.
तो देखो budding में करते क्या है? देखो listen. Budding. Listen. This process takes place in organisms like hydra, and these hydra and these. ठीक है? The body of hydra have one more outgrowth, but just the body of hydra have one more outgrowth called, इसी को बोलते कहते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं? उसको क्या बोलते हैं? बड. क्या बोलते हैं बेटा?
Bird.
Bud. Okay. This bud This bud grows in size gradually, 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 and after some time, if detaches itself, detaches का मतलब अपने आप को मेन पैरेंट बॉडी से क्या कर लेता है, अलग कर लेता है, ठीक है ना? Detaches, it detaches from the parent body, parent hydra, you can see, parent hydra, and develops into and develops into a new hydra. ठीक है बेटा? Any problem?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
So how many parents?
No, sir.
How many parents are involved in budding?
Sir, your voice is breaking.
I'm asking
Yes,
how
sir.
how many parents are involved in budding? कितने parents involved
Sir,
हैं?
one.
Only one.
One.
So that
Sir,
is
only one.
that's why it is asexual mode of reproduction. Okay. Please note down, and then we will see what is fission. What is fission? Okay.
Sir, please read the second point.
Yes, I am reading. I am reading. Listen. Budding. This process takes place in organisms like Hydra and yeast. The body of Hydra has one or more bulges. Bulges means outgrowth. Outgrowth called bud. This bud grows in size and gradually, and after some time, it detaches from the parent Hydra and develops into a new Hydra. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, shall I look the board?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अब next time है हमारा fission. Fission. Second is binary fission. Binary fission. Binary fission. Organisms like amoeba. Amoeba is a single-celled organism or multi-celled organism?
Single-celled.
Single-celled. Very good. Organisms like amoeba. Amoeba reproduce by binary fission. Binary fission. In this process, first nucleus splits into two. Nucleus of parent amoeba splits into two, and then cytoplasm divides into two daughter amoebae. Amoebae. Okay. Amoebae means होता है plural. Amoebae. Okay. Next, two daughter amoebae are produced. So this is called binary. This is called binary. दो binary मतलब दो और fission मतलब splitting. यानी एक अमीबा कितने में स्प्लिट हो रहा है? एक अमीबा कितने में स्प्लिट हो रहा है?
Two में. Two
That is
daughters.
why binary fission. See, there are certain organisms which also split into many. It is called multiple vision. It is called what? Multiple vision. So there are two one like plasmodium, paramecium. They also split into many. So that is called multiple vision. But amoeba reproduces through.
Binary fission.
ठीक है ना? तो अगर कोई आपसे पूछे what is multiple vision, तो when a single parent splits into more than two individuals, it is called multiple vision. It normally takes place in protozoans like plasmodium. Plasmodium is already parasite. Do you know that?
Yes.
This is a nucleus. This is a nucleus, and then as this nucleus is splitting, and after some time, there are two nucleus, and after two daughter इनको क्या बोलेंगे? Daughter. Okay, children. Any problem?
No, sir, no problem.
No.
Splitting of nucleus. Splitting of nucleus into two. Okay? Please draw this. And with this, we have completed our chapter. Okay? Do you have any problem regarding any topic? Children, I am asking something. Do you have any problem?
So side, please.
Okay, so now today I create assignment in the Google Classroom to upload the class notebooks and complete the exercise of the chapter. How many days do you need to complete this work?
So, 2 days.
Today is what, 4th, no? So I am giving you 7th. By 7th you can complete by Saturday. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But listen, there are very less number of submissions. Only 7 or 8 children out of 65 they are submitting their assignments. It is very poor. And those who are not submitting their assignments, then they will be at loss, because their assignments will prove a key role in the promotion to the next higher classes in the progress report. This submission of the assignments will be reflected in your result when you will be promoted to next higher class. Is that okay? So please send all the assignments that are assigned to you in time. Will you do that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So do you have any problem?
No, sir.
No, sir, no problem. No, sir, no problem.
I will create assignment in the Google Classroom that you will upload.
No, sir.
I will give you
Okay,
time.
sir.
Up to Saturday. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now we are binding up the class. Okay. Now we are binding up the class. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, sir, for teaching us.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.